And welcome to Mouse Monday with me, Claire from Created the Ottaway, and Pops. Now, in our last video, we shared the new house that we'd got for Pops, and I was going to give it a clean up and start working on it. And I thought, do you know what? Why not bring you on the journey with us? I have no idea where we're going with these mouse tails, but I am super excited about it. And we have had so much love for Pops that we want to take you on the journey with us. So we're going to give the box a clean, just not too much, because we want it to stay really old looking and a little bit grubby, but not dirty. Don't we, Pops? And Pops is getting really fed up with living in the bag, so he really needs his house set up. We've also been buying, so I'll show you what we've brought. Some of it is a bit what, but I think that's the fun of it, isn't it? You never know where you're going to go. We've also got some bits and pieces. Some have been donated to us, so I bought some stuff from Clark's Farm Shop in the UK. Lovely ladies, Kay and Julia, and they put that as a freebie in the bag. So I think we could use this in the back of the trays at the top. And another tip I picked up from Also Rosie is don't stick it in place. Use some blue tack to put it in place, and then you can change it. Because I was thinking Christmas time, it definitely needs to be more Christmassy, don't you, Pops? And we've got some cleaning stuff, but I'm going to try and keep the video fairly short. So we give it a bit of a clean. Pops, I'm just going to move you over here so you don't get wet. Okay, like that. There you go, Pops. And we've got the box. You can see it probably a bit better there with the tray inside. It is quite grubby. So I have got some water that's got some sugar soap in. That's just to get rid of any grease or anything like that. I'm putting it on with a sponge. So I'm just gonna, what you do is you just dilute it, and then you just rub over and get rid of all the greasy, dirty bits. And I'm hoping that that is enough, because I don't want to stain it. I don't want to change it at all. So I'm just going all around the outside. I'll just get that paper out of the way. Luckily, I've got a glass desk, so that really helps me. I was going to do it outside, but to be honest, the birds are so noisy today. I don't think that's going to work. Right, so now the inside has got oh, it's got a name, Helen Waddington 144. Thank you, Helen. I don't know what that means, who Helen Waddington is, but if you're watching, Helen, get in touch. Is this your box? Was this your box once when you were small? When you're a little girl, maybe? Does anyone know a Heather Waddington? It's a little bit grubby coming off, but not too much actually. So that's the lid. Right, this bit in here, a bit more, because there's some dust and dirt in there. But like I say, I don't want to clean it up so it's too clean. I just want to wipe it over and make sure there's no yucky bits on it, and then I'm just going to leave it to dry. Oh, that's really grotty. Right in the corners. I feel like once upon a time there was a little spider living in here, because there's a little cobwebby bit. It's also got a bit of filler, so I hope it doesn't fall apart, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Where's my pokey tool? Oh, typical, isn't it? You want your pokey tool, you can't find it. Oh. use this. No, that's not. Oh, that is really difficult. Let's use this paintbrush. There's just something in the corner that I'm not happy with. I don't want pops to get poorly. Right, so that's the corner bits done. All looking good, I think. So I'm going to go over it with a damp cloth, just normal water, and then I'm just going to leave it in the sun to dry. Oh, my label's come off. That's Helen Waddington. I hope that stays because I want that to stay. Okay, so that's going to stick in the sun over there to dry. So they can move out the way. Oh, the tray. We haven't done the tray. Now, there's definitely nothing on the tray. It's quite battered. So I'm just going to go over that just very quickly. And then I'll talk you through a few ideas that we've been chatting about, Pops and I. So I could do that while I'm doing this, can't I? So we think Pops needs a mattress, and I went to my local, I luckily have got a little shop, a little place that sells doll's house bits and pieces that I didn't know was there until I started looking. How cool is that? And honestly, it could have spent loads of money in there, but I really want this to be a hands-on project. I want to really involve you in the stories that Pops has got. So yeah, I decided not to buy very much. Did buy a few bits. One thing in particular, should we show them, Pops? Yeah? Okay. Pops has got a mirror. Look at this. Don't you think that's cool? It's like vintage looking because it's got a different shape around the outside. And I was thinking, look, looks perfect in there, doesn't it? Just the right size. And I didn't have the box with me. I'm thinking Pops will have had this passed down from his granny because it does look old and it's a slightly unusual shape. Look, isn't it gorgeous? So that's going to go in one, and then I think he needs a little shaving set or a little wash kit or something for there. And then this is the paper so far. It's got cowboys on it, so I don't want it in every single piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my scrap paper and work out what the size is before I cut this, and then I'm going to place this in with some blue tack. But again, I don't think I'm going to put that in every piece. I might put it behind the mirror, and I'm not sure. How many do you think? Do you think I should do it diagonally? That's very wet. Do you think I should just put it in all of them? I also thought I've got loads of scrapbooking paper that I could make my own design in there as well. And the other thing I just wanted to chat through with you, do you think he needs a flooring in there, or shall I just leave it wood? Because I'm going to make him a bed, a sort of bed, which now comes the exciting bit. So they had in the shop some mattresses, but they were too small for Pops and they just felt really squidgy. So I was trying to work out what we could make Pops a mattress with. So I went through all my stash, and I've got a little bit of quilting stuff, actually rather a lot. And I was going to use some of that, but I went to the supermarket to get my shopping, and by chance, they are sponge cloths. So, and they're really squidgy. And I've got holes, so they look like mattress things. So I'm thinking if I cut out the shape that I need. How big are your Pops? It's almost full size actually, isn't it, of the box? So I could do Pops a box like that, a shape, rectangle shape like that, and then he can have his own bed, and then all I need to do is cover it in some cotton and then put some stitching through so it like pulls it. Oh, what is that called? So it looks like a proper mattress. But what about the edge? We could put something around the edge as well and just finish it off. But yeah, and then also it's not too thick. It's not going to fill up the box too much. So that's our ideas so far. So we've bought a mirror, we've got some paper for the background, although we're thinking we want to mix it about a bit, and we've got a mattress to make. Pop back next Monday and see how we've got on. Thanks for watching. Bye.